Chaos is back here with a new deck profile, and this time I'm deciding to do the new Blue Eyes deck that I have developed doing some research with some cards. So let's get started. Obviously we're gonna have Darkness Metal here. Why? It's special summon power. In Dragon decks you need to swarm as quick as possible to have field dominance. This is a need for Dragon decks. Field dominance. Next we're gonna have Land. Running two of them. Why? It's going with the spell setup with trade-ins. You obviously want at least one lad on the field and just toss one to the graveyard to draw two. Obviously we're gonna have 3 Blue Eyes in this deck. It's a theme for the deck. It is the most important monster to be in this deck, so I recommend running 3 to be on the safe side. Next we have White Stone of Legends. This card is going to be useful when it's destroyed. Well, technically it's when it's sent to the graveyard. It doesn't specify if it's destroyed, by card effect, by battle, nothing. You can literally have a card to discard this to the grave, and you get that Blue Eyes to your hand, which is going to help you. And it's also a tuner. And obviously it's a level 1 tuner, so Azure Ice is level 9, Blue Eyes is level 8. So there you'll have your level 9. Nextly, we run 3 Maidens of the Blue Eyes. Why? She stops attacks and she specials Blue Eyes. Obviously, you can only use once per turn, but it's a good way to get to special out your Blue Eyes pretty quick. Next, I'm running Kaiba Man at 2. Not many people run Kaiba Man. I see the need why, but I prefer to run it. Why? It's to keep. It's a personal favorite card of mine, but I would want to run it just to special summon Blue Eyes if I have them at hand, have a tuner, and if I want to go into another Azure Ice, I just send them to the grave and get my other Blue Eyes and tune again. Next, I'm running 3 Effect Vaders. Why Effect Vader? Just to stay on the safe side as always. You got Lice Sworns, Exectors, you have so many decks that can pop your monsters. You want to always have your monsters safe in this deck. This is a pure beatdown control deck. You don't want your opponent to hit your heavy hitters and pop them with no remorse. Next, Hieratic Dragon of Newt. Why he's good when he's targeted by a spell or trap or effects, you get to special out a normal dragon from your deck, hand, or graveyard, so obviously you get that Blue Eyes. 0 attack deals events, but you gotta beat with him, you're gonna synchro for him. Next is spell setup. We have Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine is basically one of my favorite spell cards for this deck, simply because you activate it, toss 1 Blue Eyes in the grave. Since it was a normal dragon, you toss another one. 2 Blue Eyes in grave. Easier to get out your synchro. Nextly, Mystical Space Typhoon to pop. Then your Dark Hole, obviously, if you never know when you're going to get in a shitstorm. Trade in for your draw power. You're going to need this for dragon decks, so you don't stay in a stalemate. Next, I'm only running Burst of Stream of Destruction 2. You have your Blue Eyes out. You destroy your opponent's field. Monster side, though. Blue Eyes can attack, but that's no big deal because you got your little tuners here and there to go out for Azure Eyes. Next, 2 Palo Dualities just for a little draw power, like first turns when you have nothing, just to help you out a little more, just to get into that trade-in. Then we have 3 Call of the Haunted. Why? Because you always want to have field dominance. Basically, you got your Exceeds, your Synchros. You always want that. Next, Void Trap Hole. I'm substituting this for Bottomless Trap Hole. I prefer this over Bottomless for one reason. It negates when your opponent special summons a 2000 or more monster and then destroys. So, Stardust, negate. The only thing it won't be able to overrun is Shien and Barkion. But that's a 50.